Well, of course, we can expect some of the biggest issues to come up at the conference in Manchester, not only on tax, but migration, healthcare and plans for the economy. With families around the country hit by the cost of living crisis, what reassurance, though, might the get-together offer? Graham Whitham joins me now, CEO of Greater Manchester Poverty Action. Graham, good morning.
Morning, Lisa.
Good to have you with us bright and early. When it comes then to struggling households in your own region, we gather you've been involved in a pilot scheme that's been giving families financial and other support. Tell us more.
Yeah, so we know that families up and down the country, including Greater Manchester, have been really struggling in the last couple of years. I mean, one of the issues, one of the challenges we've got is that there are lots of benefits, entitlements that people are eligible for that go unclaimed. In fact, across the whole of the UK, £19 billion worth of benefits go unclaimed annually. So, we can make a real big difference and really support low-income households by making sure that they access all of the support they're entitled to. So we've been delivering a programme working in partnership with 7 schools, a pilot programme, where we've had a benefit and debt advisor going into those schools, working with the schools, using the schools' communication channels, going to parents' evening, going to summer fairs, with the aim of getting that benefit and debt advice to parents where they are. And it's been really successful. Over a 12-month period, we've supported those parents to bring in an additional £163,000 worth of benefits. So that was money that they weren't claiming before, that they've been able to access. The average gain for the families we've been supporting has been around £1,500 a year through the pilot programme. And it just shows the value of kind of getting support to people in that trusted community setting, reaching out to people who perhaps wouldn't typically reach out to the council or a traditional advice agency. But when you go to them in a trusted community setting, they access that additional support.
Is there lots of evidence then that it has worked in that part of the world? There are tangible benefits. I'm thinking, is school attendance up, for example?
Yeah, we're really pleased with the wider impact. I mean, what teachers and head teachers who've been involved in the programme have been reporting to us is that the children of those families, the attendance is improved, their attention at school is improved. If you think about those children, and one of the things that we're really worried about in terms of the cost of living crisis is families are under real financial pressure. Of course, parents try and protect their children from that, but children do notice when their parents have got money worries. And that's one of the things, really pleasing things, positive things coming out of this programme is that teachers are reporting that those children whose families have benefited from the programme are happier, their attendance has improved, they're doing better at school. So just think about the wider impacts there. Not only are the families making sure that they claim all the benefits they're entitled to and getting that financial boost, it's having wider impacts on them and their children, and that's a real positive. What we really want to see, though, is this programme rolled out more widely. We've seen this as a pilot programme working in 7 schools. Just by working in 7 schools, we've been able to bring in gains, like I say, of over 160,000 for the families we've supported. Just imagine the multiplier effect if we could roll that programme out in more areas.
Well, to highlight the good work that you've been doing, I think we've got some audio of a mum who's been helped by this pilot, this initiative. She's asked to remain anonymous and that her location isn't mentioned, but she is happy for her voice to go out now unaltered. Let's just have a listen.
As a single special needs mum, I'm battle all the time to get support, and quite often it's never there. But this was amazing because you apply for these benefits, you don't necessarily always know what you can apply for, what you should apply for, whether you've applied for the right things, and it's a minefield of filling in forms, and usually no one's there to help you with that. They managed to find me an extra £150 a month. So as a single special needs mum, money is a huge challenge. I don't know what I would have done, to be honest.
Well, that absolutely backs up the good work that this pilot has achieved, Graham. Will you keep on going then? I'm just thinking in terms of timescale, with those levels of support and help for as long as this ongoing cost of living crisis lasts, or perhaps until things do get, perhaps a little brighter too, with any potential change of government next year?
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. I mean, we've had a cost of living crisis, but there is also an ongoing, more long-standing issue in terms of people not claiming all of the benefits they're entitled to. Like I say, £19 billion worth of benefits going unclaimed each year. And that's everything from childcare support through to council tax support, universal credit. households where there's a disabled person or they've got caring responsibilities, often there's additional entitlements there that go unclaimed. So yeah, we'll keep delivering this programme. We've been supported by Kellogg's to deliver this pilot programme, which has been fantastic. And we've got continued funding to do that. But what we are calling on the government to do is to roll out this programme in the 10 most deprived areas in the country. So to reach those parts of the country where we've got the highest child poverty rates. And the government could do that using existing funding. So none of this is about asking government or any future government to spend additional money. There's already money within the Department of Work and Pensions that could support a programme like this. And I think there's a level of urgency here because of the cost of living crisis. Of course, programmes like this are valuable at all times, but we do know at the moment people, families up and down the country, including in Greater Manchester, are finding it particularly hard. And we really will call on the government to speak to us, reach out to us and work with us to enable rollout of this programme to more schools. You know, we've been delighted with the impact we've had just in 7 schools, £160,000 worth of gains for the families we've supported. The multiplier effects, if we could roll out this programme in different parts of the country, would be huge. It would run into millions of pounds in terms of the benefits we could secure for families.
And given your message, you are right now ideally placed, aren't you? Given too that you're in Manchester, Tory Party conference will be getting underway on Sunday, and all the most important people will literally be in that city for a number of days. And of course, it could be the last party gathering ahead of the next general election.
Yeah, we've got a party conference season coming up, like you say, including a Tory Party conference here in Manchester. I mean, we really do need kind of some reassurance for families. I think, you know, what we've seen really with the cost of living crisis, we've seen different responses and bits of support for people. I think what we always say is we've had a cost of living crisis, but we have had a poverty crisis in this country for much longer than that. You know, we have got a particular issue with, you know, often lots of people are in in-work poverty, so they're going out, they're bringing in a wage, but it's not enough to make ends meet. Far too many families, you know, just about managing and not able to afford kind of more than the basics. I mean, one of the things we heard from one of the families we supported, you know, by getting those extra benefits, by doing that income maximisation check and bringing in a bit of extra money into the household, it was the difference between being able to buy an ice cream for a kid when she took them to the park and not being. So it just makes a huge difference. You know, families should be able to afford those little extras. And we really need to see, you know, thinking about party conference season, not only do we need to see from all the political parties, you know, what are they going to do to support low-income families and middle-income families, frankly, in the here and now with the cost of living crisis, but what's the long-term plan to tackle poverty in this country? We've not had a national poverty strategy in the UK now for many years. That's been a real gap in terms of the government agenda. And it is something we need to see all the political parties address during party conference season and ahead of the general election.
Graham, really good to catch up with you this morning. We applaud the work that you're doing. Clearly it is working. Graham Whitham there, CEO of Greater Manchester Poverty Action.